Welcome back to the channel. This is D.O.P. Hope you are doing very good. Alright, today in this video I want to show you how to make a wonderful look. Why the reason I call this title is it because I want to show you something extra when you're doing a color grading, and most of people, I think, they be keeping hiding in you every day rest in your life. When you try to watch a video on YouTube, they be show you like how to color grade this, how to keep film look, how to make this a music video, but there are some extra thing. It's just a little bit, but mostly it's hard to find on YouTube. It's easier to get there if you used to watch and most often that tutorial, but it's really tough to get it. All right, so today I'm going to break it down to you. This is D.O.P. Hope you subscribe this YouTube channels, smash the bell button, click, comment, like, share with other people's. And I'm really sorry for my recent tutorial. I had a little bit of problem with my mic. Yeah, I never checked it, but today I think this one is good. All right, let's jump into the Davinci Resolve. All right, as you can see into Davinci Resolve, this is a color grading that I did. I just did the whole process. The thing that I never did is just I never do short matching. I just did a color grading. I just did the lessons, and then I just I just apply this preset to the others. You see, as you can see it, I just apply the preset to the others. So now let me show you how exactly I did this color grading video. As you can see, this is the whole process that I've done. Let me do this. Yeah, this is the whole process that I've done. Everything is nothing more changes. It's a little bit slow because I used a lot of denoising. Yeah, as you can see, I just used little denoisings to clean that up. That's why you see the image is super clean. It is super clean, but this is kind of look that I created, and today I'm going to show you how exactly I created this look. All right, without me wasting time, let me wipe everything off, because today we no go do like explain to you how I did. I just going to do it from scratch. All right, so I'm gonna wipe off everything from the clip up to the timeline. All right, so here are the things that I want to break it down to you. The first is a color management. So I'm going to try to break down the color management. This is a normal color management. So we're going to use, this has been shot with the red camera. So this is the red camera. Just like this. Okay, red camera. All right, here it is. Mostly when people they do a color grading to the color management, what they always do is like they do outputs here, and when you do output here, you're going to change also the output here. That's the good thing. You need to know that first. And if you're going to use an extra tool, like you're going to use a frame look, you're going to put a senior frame. But the one thing that's used to be left is this gamut map method. This one is helping you to control the saturation, because when you do frame look, when you're using frame look, it's giving you a density of color, which is the subtraction of color, which is a really running your video, your output. You see, let me put in my, sorry, this is the wrong thing. This one, that's it. You see, look close, look how my image it look now. Look at this pot, look at everything in here is really looking nasty. So one thing that's a help you to get the perfect result to your output, it's a gamma method. If you can see yourself to my vector scope, look how it's clipping. You see, it's very clipping. So you need to understand that gamut compression, it's really controlling. You can just controlling yourself in here like this. It's giving you a better starting point like this. Look now how far I protect my image. Look now, it's really looking protective. Look at before, and look at after. But more often me, I used to leave it as default, so I can control some parts manually, not like that, because when I control here too much, it's also affecting to the other color. Maybe I want some color, but if I just want to control much of it, I can just redo this. And then when it comes to this part, if I'm going to increase the saturation, like increasing the saturation like this, you're going to see the saturation is increasing, but nothing much is clipping. And this is how you can easily controlling your color management when you want to use the film look. But today in this video, I not do this film look, that style. We're going to use the normal thing. So here it is. My output is sRGB. Yeah, this is my output. Always I love using this type of outputs. Always I don't know why, but always. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Gamut mopping. This is controlling my saturation for my output. All right, so we're gonna do the same processing. To the color grading, we have three or four parts of doing the process. One part is color management, as I told you, the output, the results, the delivering, where your video is going to look. If sRGB, Rex 79, the output, the display that you're going to deliver. Yeah, you need to know that where you're delivering your video. Like, you're going to deliver to YouTube as like a cinema theater, like something like that. I don't know. Maybe you're going to deliver to the web. Anyway, televisions, you need to know what output you need to deliver, Yeah. And another thing is color correction. Before you starting doing color grading, make sure you have a nice balance of a picture. Color correction. Another thing is coming to the color grading, the look, the creating the look. Sometimes when you are doing color corrections, the look itself is coming out because the director, how they arrange everything on set. So there's no need for you to do an extra touch. But if you want to advance your grading look, you can do some stuff. That's it. Another thing is the juice sauce. That's I love to call it juice sauce. What it does exactly, it's just juicing your videos, putting into extra miles. Like, you already did the pilots, already did the corrections, so you can't deliver like that because there are something is going to be missing. Like, someone when you watch the video, they feel like, okay, the car is good, the power is good, the balance is good, but there is something extra you need to touch. Like, you put them textures and stuff like that. Like, if it's a frame, grains, stuff like that, that's thing that's making uniqueness of a car listed. All right, so today we're going to break down for you. All right, so this part we're going to handle the color correction, right? So the first thing that I'm going to start is expose the image. I feel like my exposure is nice balance, but a little bit is going to touch down, not too much, just because I just want a small low lights. This one, not too much. Let's check it out. Before, after, not too much, just a little bit. So this is exposing. So another thing is going to be a contrast ratio. The picture has enough contrast, but I'm going to do so because I love using I love doing what we call it this one film compressions, dynamic compression. I like to do that, so yeah, that's why I do it in here. And another thing, this contrast is really big, pop up and make it the details, like it's creating the detail as well. It's like a, contrast pop, yeah, something like that. Sometimes do the, you see, just don't focus on let me do this. Don't focus on the contrast, look at the detail as well. Look at before, look at after. Even you can see there's something like shopping's going on over there. I don't know if you can see on YouTube, but there is some boosting of detail. That's why I love this contrast. And this one is your compression. You see, this one is your compression. So I'm going to do a little bit of compressing my image. This is going to be no this one. First color, I'm going to use a false color. into here. Boom. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to compress the highest part of image and the lowest part of image, putting to the some middle range, so that I can have a perfect mid-tone. And then I'm going to bring back the contrasting later. The reason why I do this now is it because I want to get a room. I want to have a big room for my mid-tone. You know, let me tell you this, color grading, if you want to get a perfect image, make sure you are protecting your mid-tone so much, because the mid-tone is where the place people see the subject, is where the place people see the client, a persons or anybody, especially in the music video. So make sure you're protecting so much your mid-tone. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to reduce the most highest part, but also I'm going to focus on the mid-tone, because this mid-tone is really looking dark. You see, this green is the median place. And then I'm going to increase my shadows until I start to see I wiped off all the shadow. You see that purple color? I've been explaining about this shadow on Force Color, how to read it properly. And then I'm going to reduce it as well, the highlights. So now you can see the mid-tone is a little bit protected. Look at the image, look at the image, how it look. You can see now it's starting to look like a washed out. You see, it's starting to look like a washed out, but we really got a mid-tone there. And then another thing, we just make it a little bit stronger by doing this. You see, I'm going to decrease this one, increase, yeah, right. Look how perfect we protect the image. Let me show you. This is before everything. Before everything was like this, a darker, some contrast like that. Now is a little bit highest, and we got the mid-tone. So which means everything that we're going to do in there, it's going to look very nice, because we really got our image up, our mid-tone is getting up. So here we're going to do the extra thing. All right, so extra thing that I'm going to do is controlling our white balance. You see, so our image a little bit looking warm. So I want to, on my recent tutorial I've been explaining about this, about white balance. The white balance do is giving us a natural of a skin tone, and as well it is splitting our image, so it's easy as to creating a look, to make that look. It's creating to make that look. So you can do this, you can just select to the white area like this, and then the white balance is going to do the magic for you. You see, this is before and this is after, and you can see here to the scope. This is what I told you before. If you want to do a white balance, the white balance, what it does, it's muted everything out and it's making the pictures come back to the where it has to be in a natural place. And then you can see the virtual scope wasn't getting to the warm tone, and now the virtual scope is getting to the mid tone. But you can do this by yourself. This was automatically, so sometimes it's messing. So I love to use myself, like I'm just doing like this one, and then I'm putting, and sometimes I can calculate the place, like where my type of look it can be. It's not like you have to do like making super neutral. Sometimes you can work with your vision what type of look, because this one I want to sometimes warm a little bit but have a bit separations, so I don't have to put in too much to the white balance. So I think I'm going to play it until this place. You see, this one is different with the this one is different with the automatic one, but it really somehow is getting there. You see, so now you can see the color, it's natural itself, the skin tone, the background. This is the white place. You see this is the white, but now we can see the warm. You see this one, that it's a white, now it's getting that color. So what I can do more is because I want to get that warm and greenish, so I'm going to little bit, oh sorry, what I've done, I'm going to put a little bit to the greenish and warm, just like this. Yeah, I think so. This is going to be our balance. This is going to be our balance. So another thing that we're going to do, this is going to be our saturation node, which is we're going to increase the saturation until we satisfied with the result. So I'm going to increase the saturation somewhere around maybe this part. What I think is too much, but don't worry. Yeah, I think like this one. This is saturation. It's bring back the color of the image, that the color that we lost it from this one. But if I do saturation without controlling our balance, the image will looking so much warm like this. But now you can see everything is protected. That's it. That is where we do our first reactions, our first react color correction. And this is it. This is before, this is after. One extra thing that's happened is just my blocks are getting this part is getting some color, but we're going to fix that later, don't worry. Now let's focus on creating look. Here's the problem. A lot of beginners, they struggle how to make color grading as pro level. YouTube itself can never pull up to that level. Director Kim came out with the massive masterclass phase 1 and phase 2, which is the phase 1 has 3 parts, and each of the parts has a long pause video. Having an issue with the color senses, color management, creating different looks, fixing problems, how to balance proper your footage, shot merging, dealing with the small budget camera, everything you need to know from Davinci Resolve. Masterclass has deep explanations. If you really struggle with creating look, Director Kim never seen enough till he made it 26 LUTs, which is has look DNA and Skintone LUT and color separations. DCTR power grade also available. Director Kim really wants to shift you into next level. Have a permanent mentor who can guide you well to your journey of color grading. He decided to create a WhatsApp group for his own student member. But remember, to join a WhatsApp group, you need to buy one of his products, either Masterclass or LUT package. Now, let's back into the lesson. But before me jumping to creating look, I want to fix the skin tone first. So this is going to be a fix node, which is I'm going to qualify the skin tone like this, qualify the skin tone like this, and then I clean black, apply radius, denoising to make it look clean. And one of a big issue you can find out in here, our background, it's share the same hue color over the skin tone, and you can't skip that. You can't get away with that. You need to understand that. And the reason why they do so, because the director he never did the separation on set. He just used the same color. He just used the same light, which is coming to the skin tone and the background as well. But if a director wanted something splitting, what you has to do, like putting the light to the background, the backlight, maybe the blue tone one or white one, anyone that's any light that can split it up the image. But what he does never did so. He just did it directly, and this is what often like is happening when you shoot day and you shoot to the wall, like street wall. Sometimes it's happening like that, the skin tone in the background, or sometimes the skin tone and underground there, this is looking the same color. So as a colorist, there are some images you can split in them if it has a nice thing, contrasting the difference of contrast and color a little bit, but it's very difficult to do so. It needs a lot of masking. It can happen, but it needs a lot of masking, and it depends on the image. If the image is so much of movement, bro, I don't recommend you to do so. Just leave it, make it one look that it has. You have to do the dynamic separations, like the contrast separation, not color separation. Like you see now, this skin tone and this place, we can see this split. It's look different, we can see it's look different, and what's make you feel like it's different thing, because this part we have a lot of light, this part we have a dark light, but the color is also share the same range, you see. So we're going to do our magic, but also we're going to protect our background, so we don't have to do too much. All right, so I think you understand my points. I'm going to use color compressor. I explain about this color compressor to my lesson tutorial. So this is DCTR like this. I'm going to use a QT chart to correcting my skin tone. This is the Rex 79, the skin you saw. Yeah, so as you can see to our skin tone, this guy our friend, he has a magenta color, so we're going to fix him. That lady has a natural color, that is okay pot, so I'm going to do the hue until we clean this guy up. But you can see if I do so, it's also affecting the background because this warm light that's reflecting the background is killing that thing. But you have to do it just very, very slightly, not too much. Okay, let's see after. You can see this is before. Look at him. Before was magenta, now is, you see, before he was magenta, now he's just getting that natural skin. Yeah, so I can just reduce it a little bit so that I can protect in the background as well. I don't have much effect. The effect can be there, but it doesn't have to be so much until it can be seen physically easily, you see. All right, so another thing is detail. This is a part that I'm doing my look. Then this is detail. All right, so in detail, what I can use there is a contrast pop. You see, the contrast pop is bringing the detail. I love using this plugin. It's giving us the very, very uniqueness of a picture. It's giving us something that is lost from the processes, and they bring it back. Because I'm telling you, in the color grading, everything that you touch, everything that you're doing is affecting one another. So you have to be very, very careful when you're making decisions. So yeah, I think I'm gonna find a nice better place. This one, I don't know if I'm overdid. Look at before, look at after, look at how much detail we bring it back. So this is can even help out to our juice source when we're going to do our noisy reductions and other thing. Anything that we're going to do after that is going to blending well because the details there and we got a clean image. All right, so I'm going to jump into something very, very, very complicating. This is where the part most of people crying when they make a color grading is creating look. So this is going to be our look node, and this is going to be our skin tone node. All right, into this part, what I'm going to do, I'm going to qualify the image, but instead of me qualify the image, I'm going to use the same qualifier from my lesson, and then I'm going to delete this one, so we got the qualifier. And I'm also going to reduce intensity 0.5 for the starting point to see how my skin tone reacting, and then I'm going to look at the skin tone loot, which is going to give me the perfect result how I want. So this one is skin 2, skin 3, skin 4, skin 5. This is for high people. I think this one is good. Skin 6. I don't want that chocolate skin tone. I want something brownish, so I'm going to look at something brownish. Maybe I think skin 2 is working nice, so I'm going to reduce intensity to make it look natural. Look at before and after. This is skin tone. You can even increase the intensity. This is intensity is like the saturation of our oil. So I think this one, it give me nice better skin as I want. And then what I'm going to do to my first this one for my look DNA, I'm going to put 0.3. I'm going to look at the look that's kind working good. Oh my god, this one is already giving me the perfect result itself. Yeah, I think this one is good. I'm going to come back for it. Look 2, look 3, look 4, The 5 is giving me so much of splitting. Look at the splitting, the orange and tea. Yeah, really wonderful. Look, 6. That is what I wanted before. That I told you I wanted something warm and greenish, just like this. Is wonderful. Let me keep going. Look at the perfect one. Look, 8. Look, 9. Look, 10 is nice. 11. Yeah, wonderful. Oh my god, this one, I think I'm satisfied with this look. Look how it's giving me that splitting, that warm thing. You see now, before the color grading, before anything, we got the warm. Yeah, we got the warm like this. This is the before grading. We got the warm, but the difference between this worm and other worm is that we have so much splitting. We can see the background, we can see the blacks area, we can see the blue tone over there, you can see everything in detail, and also we can have we have a better skin tone. All right, so what I can do, further thing like this. So now you can see that, you can see we already creating our look. We already the color. This is what I told you before. Like we from our first sector, like do a corrections, we come into another sector doing a grading, and we're going to jump into another sector, which is juice source. This is it. This is how we do a color grading every day. Make sure you get these three sectors: first, color corrections, color grading, and every sectors help each another, sir. If you got a better color corrections, which means your color grading is going to look good. If you get better color grading, which you just thought is going to react very good. Let me show you before this acting stuff. This is our first acting. This is our color correction. Before war like this, you see it's warm but nothing splitting. We can see the image overall is warming, the background, the subject, everything is warming. So that's it. So we did our color correction, and boom, we got something like this, you see. And then we got our color grading, and boom, we got something like this. We juice up the image. So now we're going to do the extra touch, do the juice sauce. So what I'm going to do now, I feel like the skin tone is so much warming, so I'm going to select the skin and fill it to the indicator and push it into red pot a little bit to give me that natural skin. But as I told you before, it's giving me that a little bit of a chocolate, so I'm going to reduce it. I want it to blend into the warm position. The reason why we need a warm touch and we used a warm light, the yellow light, so the skin tone can never be so much chocolate. That is going to be out of my wheeling. So you see before, you see after. It's a very small changes that we did over there. All right, so that's it. All right, another thing that I can do is just do a saturation as well. Density saturations, the image, to make the image very come out. But I'm going to reduce a little bit saturation to the skin tone, so that I want the skin tone to be the same color, nothing much affecting. Look at before, look at after. The saturations is a very small changes. All right, so another thing that I'm going to jump on is the contrast, because I told you we lost the contrast to we lose a contrast because I wanted to have a room, and I really get the room. So now we bring it back, that dark touch. That's it's the realistic of the image, because the image was a little bit contrasted from before. So yeah, so I'm going to go to my shadow. I bring down the shadow until I starting to see the contrast is getting better until this level. Is it okay, or should I put in more? Yeah, that one. You see, we got the contrast, so now we got the strong image. So another extra thing that I can do, like I saw even to my original version, like the one that's we got, the one that we got the Rex 79, the shadow is so much of blue tone, so I'm going to select the blue part of it and I'm going to reduce it to make a little bit natural block like this. At least maybe it be green is good. So now you can see this is before, this is after. You see it is really good. So I'm going to back this place. I don't want to be too much, maybe around this button. All right, so another extra thing that I can do, this is a juice soft spot. So yeah, I'm going to use this plugin called Build, putting here to clean up the image to look a little bit to look a little bit, you know, clean, the image, like the skin to look a little bit clean. So like you see, look how amazing you can end up there. You can do an extra thing. Look, it's really looking good. You remember to our lesson tutorial I explained about before you exporting a video, like doing something extra to make your image looking made different. This one is this thing, this my power grading that I did to glow the image. Yeah, you can use as well. Look how it's giving my image like this. You see, that's it. Look how perfect the image is got to be. You see, but it's also giving us that shadow, so you can redo it. Yeah, and I showed how to do it. This is glow plugins that I did. I just saved the preset so I can do every day in my life. Like every time that I color grading, I do so. That's it. That is how I just did the color grading this video. So the extra thing that I can do is like maybe try to to clean up that worm, even though I get the worm, but I don't want it to be too much, like cleaning up a little bit. That's it. So another thing which is I can't do right now because my PC is going to be ready, is noise reduction. So if you're going to put the noise reduction, you're going to see how image getting to be very, very smooth, like you see it before. All right, thanks very much for watching this video. This is Director Kim. Hope you really enjoyed the tutorial. You really got to notice something. You really got to feel like, all right, this is a new thing I have to do it. You can try to your footage, and if it work to you, it's better. If you want this skin tone, this loot packages, you can contact me. I'll give it to you. Check in my inbox. Yeah, they look down in the skin tone. Let's break it down. This one, how exactly we did from before I sign out. This is this is our X79. This is exposing. This is contrast. This is compressions. And this is balanced white balance. This is saturations. This is skin tone fixing. This is contrast pop to bring the detail that we lost, and this is skin tone loot, as you can see how magic does to the skin there. And this is our look DNA. And this is a little bit of extra touch. This is skin there, what I did. And this is a saturation. And this is my contrast. And this is our last touch to fix up the overhaul the image that warm. See you guys on next tutorial.